Hello everyone, I am Jogomaya Raut and today we will discuss about marginal costing. So let's start. Before going to marginal costing, first we have to understand what is marginal cost. So the cost of the marginal or last unit produced, also defined as the cost of one more or one less unit produced besides the existing level of production. It means if the farm produces some extra or some less unit of products than it generally produces, then the cost of that extra or less unit of products will be the marginal cost. So let's take an example. If a farm produces x unit or at the cost of 300 and x plus 1 unit which means one extra unit at the cost of 320, then the cost of additional unit will be rupees 20, which is 320 minus 300, and this rupees 20 will be the marginal cost. So what is marginal costing? Marginal costing is a technique of costing, and this technique of costing is used to find out the marginal cost. And the concept of marginal costing is also known as variable costing because it is based on the behavior of cost that vary with the volume of output. It means only the variable cost will be incurred when one extra unit or one less unit will be produced. So marginal cost defines cost into two types. One is fixed cost and another is variable cost. Fixed cost is the cost which remains constant even if there is change in the level of output, and the variable cost changes with the level of output. Means if there will be more production, then the variable cost will be more, and if there will be less production, the variable cost will be less. Here are the principles of marginal costing. So if we will sell one extra item of product, the things will happen are: revenue will increase by the sales value of the item sold. So automatically if we will sell some extra item, then the revenue will also increase by the sales value, and the cost will increase by the variable cost per unit, as fixed cost remains constant if there with the change in volume of output. So only the variable cost per unit cost will be increased. Profit will increase by amount of contribution earned from the extra item. So if we will sell one extra item, then the profit will also increase. If the volume of sales falls by one item, the profit will fall, and the profit measurement should therefore be based on the analysis of total contribution. And because the profit falls by the contribution or on the amount of contribution, so the analysis should be based on the contribution. When a unit of product is made, the extra cost incurred in its manufacture are the variable production cost. Here are the features of marginal costing. So in the marginal costing we will get two cost. One is fixed cost and another is variable cost. Only variable cost are considered to calculate the cost per unit of product, because the fixed cost remains constant even if there is change in volume of output. Fixed costs are excluded in marginal costing as they are the expenses of profit and loss account, and it is a very useful technique for export farms. The selling price is determined on the basis of marginal cost. It also shows the difference between sales and variable cost, and which is known as contribution. So let's see some application of marginal costing in our business. First comes contribution. Contribution is the profit before recovery of the fixed cost, and it is the difference between the total sales and variable cost. So here are the formulas of calculating contribution. First is sales minus variable cost, second is fixed cost plus profit, third is fixed cost minus loss. Here is the marginal cost income statement. So how we can find out profit in marginal costing method? first of all, we have to deduct the variable cost from the total sales. Then we will get the contribution. If we will deduct fixed cost from contribution, then we will get profit. Here, sales minus variable cost is equal to fixed cost plus profit, and if any three factors of in this equation will be given, then we can find out the fourth one. For example, profit is equal to sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost. So profit is equal to contribution minus fixed cost is equal to contribution minus profit, sales is equal to fixed cost plus profit plus variable cost, and variable cost is equal to sales minus contribution. Next comes profit volume ratio, and it is popularly known as PV ratio. It expresses the relation between the contributions and sales. The formula of calculating PV ratio is equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. There are also some different methods are available. For example, one is change of profit and change in sales. If 2 years data are given, then we can put this formula, which is change of profit and change in sales, to find out PV ratio. Here are some other methods: change in contribution and change in sales, change in profit and change in sales. So we can find out PV ratio by applying these two methods also. Next comes break even point. It is the point, at this point the company has no profit and no loss. So at this point the cost is equal to the sales or revenue. There are some formulas of calculating break even point, which are total fixed cost divided by contribution per unit, and it is the formula of calculating break even point in units. And if we want to calculate break even point in rupees, then the formula is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Next comes margin of safety. Margin of safety is the difference between the actual sales or budgeted sales and the sales at BEP or break even point. So it is the difference between the actual sales and the sales at break even point. So there are also some formulas of calculating margin of safety, which is actual sales minus break even point, or actual sales minus break even point divided by actual sales. Margin of safety is equal to profit divided by PV ratio. So profit is equal to margin of safety into PV ratio, and profit can we can get profit in another formula, which is actual sales into margin of safety ratio into PV ratio. Here are the advantages of marginal costing. So marginal costing is very simple to understand. It is very simple to execute also. It helps in short-term profit planning by break-even and profitability analysis. Practical cost control is greatly facilitated, so it helps in cost controlling. Efforts can be concentrated on maintaining a uniform and consistent marginal cost, which is useful to various levels of management. It also helps in decision making for make or buy decision, capturing the foreign makers, change the product mix, sales price in normal condition, determination of minimum price, temporary or permanent closure of production. So this decision can be taken by the help of marginal costing. So that's all about marginal costing. Thank you so much.